Fire Skydancer, HWAHEE, how to build, what stats to prioritize, book effects and artifacts, where to use. If you end up liking this video, hit the sub button, hit the like button, hit that bell, ding-a-ding-a thing so you know when I post a video. Let's go, baby. Fire Skydancer, probably the best support for PvE, has defense down and an attack buff and an AoE heal. She also applies to oppress to enemies, which I'll talk about later. HWAHEE typically used as a non-soul link monster, so she can use both of her skills. But if your team's low, you can just change her to soul link and use her first skill, which is the heal and the attack buff. In some certain instances, you may want that defense break early, so you can put her on soul link and use her second skill, which applies multiple defense breaks. Then you can switch to your soul link damage dealer and blow them up. How to rune. There's actually multiple different ways on how to rune Fire Skydancer. It really depends on your ultimate goal. You can run her as a tanky support, or you can run her as a damage dealing hybrid for a little burst damage while buffing and keeping your team alive. In the 2, 4, and 6 slot, you want one of these three main stats: attack percent, defense percent, or HP percent. It really just depends on what substats are on your runes. 5 main stats to prioritize. Her healing is based off of attack. That's why she can be built as a hybrid burst damage dealer. Attack, defense, and HP are the first 3. Accuracy is the 4th stat to prioritize, so she can land her debuffs. And the 5th stat is crit rate. I wouldn't worry about building her as a hybrid burst damage dealer until mid or late game. But if you can get 90% crit rate, her 3 mana cost skill that does damage, defense down, and oppress can hurt. Rune sets. Early game you can go a combination of the 3. Energy, guard, and focus. You can go triple guard. You can go triple energy, you can go triple focus. What you really want to do is just try to get as much attack, HP, defense, and accuracy as possible. Landing the defense break is what makes her important, but having decent attack for the AoE heal, but staying alive. If she's too squishy and dead, she can't heal your team. Mid game, you can shoot for the fatal set with a second set of focus, energy, or even guard. Or you can go for more of that hybrid burst damage with Fatal Blade, going for as much attack as possible while having a little bit more HP defense than like a real damage dealer. 100% crit and then trying to increase that crit damage. But keeping the attack high is important for that heal and not squishy enough where she dies. Endgame, you can go Fatal Shield, as shield grants a shield equal to 250% of the target's attack. Since she's based off attack, she'll get a nice shield. Or even triple shield. How I use her is something like this. It's nothing special. It's mainly for speed dungeon runs. She's just tanky enough to stay alive in dungeons, raid, world boss. She has a little burst damage on her second skill. She heals the team the full. This is how I like her. Book effects. She starts out with attack and crit rate. I prefer her level 2 affinity of attack and accuracy, just so I don't have to truly focus on accuracy and substats. But if you're going for that damage route, level 4 you get crit damage. Just depends on how you want to build her personally. Artifacts. Enhancement Amplification is probably the best one for her. This will increase her attack buff duration by 50%. The longer your team has attack buff, the more damage they do. If you don't want to use that and want some more heals, you can use Salvation. When she uses her damage skill, this will recover the HP of the lowest member by 40% of the damage she does. If I need some extra heals, I will use that, especially if she's the sole healer. I would prefer this one over the amplification. Where to use her? She is the best support for your damage dealer for all PvE. Your damage dealer probably being Perna, but it can be others too, Argon, Crow, etc. But I literally use her in every single elite raid, hero raid, world boss, Tear Glands Cave and Temple of Darkness, Trial of Ascension, Spires of Ascension. In Arena, I don't personally use her, maybe once or twice, very situational. The only time to use her is for her Oppress debuff. If there's someone on the enemy team that can lower skill cooldowns, there may be a slight situation where you could use her, but there's just plenty of more monsters out there that you can use. for PvP. But if you do use her in PvP, use the Salvation artifact. It's the rare one. It's lower stats, yes, but you'll get a little bit more heal. That's it for today's video. This is how you build Fire Sky Dancer HWAHEE. If you end up liking this video, sub, like, ding ding bell. I'll see you in the next one. Peace!